Okay, I'm not gonna die. We're gonna get to this game because we've got a game coming up for you next. And our game master for today is Tristan. Tristan, come chat with me. Oh, it's Chase. Thank you for keeping me from dying. Thank you so much. I'm not Tinkerbell. Tristan, am I Tinkerbell?
I don't think you have the legs for the outfit.
Whatever, I can shave my legs. And you know, it would be fine if Tinkerbell has thick thighs. That's fine. And if she were like a little bit overweight. There we go. I'm glad that people believe in the Kuso in chat. Thank you. You know what?
See, the real power move is to just wear opaque tights, and then you don't have to worry about shaving.
The true fairies have curves. And leotards, apparently. Anyways, Tristan, are we getting Peter Pan today? Anything vaguely related to Peter Pan?
It's entirely possible that the game today may have assets stolen from a Peter Pan game, but it's not Peter Pan.
Ooh, okay. I like stolen assets, though. Because that usually
this game
means
is
it's bootleg.
80% stolen assets.
What do we have?
All right, we've got a little bit of a blast from the Ku5ogrande Season 3 past. We've got Toto World 3, also known as Cave Dude.
Cave Dude. Everybody,
Cave Dude.
If you are a dude in a cave, this game is for you.
I actually really loved this game. It was on the tip of my brain a couple of weeks ago because I was trying to do some speedruns of it, and on the first day I was doing speedruns, someone got a 12-minute PB in it out of nowhere, just decided to run it on the same day, destroyed my time, and I just kind of went, well, this is done.
Oh, well that's cool, yay. So you never have to play it again?
I want to get a good time in it, but the runner who took it up, like, tasked it, figured everything out, and just has an amazingly optimized run. And I'm just like, I don't want to put that much time into this game.
Yeah, I'd probably say that, you know, every once in a while, if you are running a game, you don't have to grind it to death, you know? You don't have to become miserable over a game. You can just let it be, okay? Like the Beatles said.
I just wanted the game to have a couple of good runs, and it does now, so, you know.
So, question. I believe we have 3 players today. Do we have a zombie as well?
No, the only people who volunteered to zombie have played the game, and I didn't want to upstage our racers by having someone who knew more about the game in the match, you know?
Alright, do we at least have a good Cave Dude gif somewhere? Can somebody find me a good Cave Dude? I would love to stick something there.
That's gonna be a hard sell to get a good GIF for that. It's kind of an obscure title.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Callum who did the run.
It could just be a caveman. I'm fine having a caveman over in the corner there.
But yeah, it was Callum who did the run of this, and it was literally the day I started streaming to, like, reroute the game, because Garby had done some runs of it too. I looked over at speedrun.com, and this run had showed up that was just, like, ridiculously optimized. I'm like, why? What?
By the way, we do possibly have one of our staff, Daydream Glitterbug, who is possibly volunteering to be a zombie.
We can do that if we've got time to quickly hammer that out.
I mean, I'm cool with that. If you want to go ahead and get the game and go live, then I will slap you on over as our zombie for the day. That's the sound that zombies make.
Cool. I have to find them to send them the game. Too many people.
Welcome to my life, Tristan. So everybody knows Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament, consists of 1-hour matches to see who is able to get through the game and who is able to bear the crap that is Ku5ogrande. Simply put, some of the games that we have are more enjoyable than others. And sometimes we do have people who just can't quite stomach the game for the full hour, you know? But then other people just manage to plow through and be successful. With this, considering that it's a bootleg, I don't imagine this is going to be the most beautiful game that we've seen on Ku5ogrande, but it certainly will be a game. Just not a legit game. Yeah, not legit like they talk about in, what's that movie? Hot Rod. Which is relevant to the last movie that we had, or the last game that we had. Oh, good old Hot Rod. Too legit to quit. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm currently getting everything set up. Tristan, I want to know, how have you been doing? What's been going on in your life these days? Any fun video game adventures?
I took a bit of a break from streaming for a little bit, and now I'm back and trying to do my playthrough of every Breath of Fire game. I'm in the middle of 4, which is an amazing RPG, and I don't understand why people don't talk about it more. And aside from that, I'm very, very tired of the news.
Yeah, same here. Stupid news. Gonna punch you in the throat. Yeah, that's right, throat punches for the news. Okay, I'm gonna add Daydream Glitterbug over to our match today. Let me see if I can... there we go. You are officially in match 2, my friend.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's right. I can get set up and possibly do a few things. Oh no, she's already after brains. Crap. I didn't foresee this. Well, I should have. You know, I have started playing Monster Train, Tristan, and Monster Train is addicting. It's so good. It's so good. Like, easily, out of all the games that I have played over the past, like, day, it's the best. It's the only one I've played over the past day, though, so, you know, that's not saying too much.
Just 10 hours of casual BOF4 are miserable. You are just incorrect. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me take a look at some of the screenshots for Breath of Fire 4. I think this is the one that I played, I almost beat, and I really enjoyed it. Some of the minigames were weird, though. And then Breath of Fire 3, I believe, is the one that I really want to go back and play more. Because, if I'm not mistaken, you start as kids in the third one, right?
Yeah, you start as... I mean, hell, you're kids for like 3/4 of the game in the third one.
Yeah, that's the one that I really want to try more. And, like, as you get stronger, your attacks look different. It's such a cool concept to me. Anyways, I want to go give that a shot sometime, because I played it a little bit. Again, my cousin, who sometimes is sitting around in chat, Gordon, he had that, and I played it a little bit as a kid, and it was just extremely charming. Maybe one of these days I can get back to that. But yeah, do you like Breath of Fire 4 better than the third?
Yeah, it's my favorite one so far. 3 I had some problems with, some rather significant problems actually. 4 seemed to have fixed all of them, like literally just everything wrong with 3 we're gonna just fix. So it's pretty amazing so far. I'm about 2/3 of the way through it, I think.
I really love the synergies between the different elements as well. It's such a cool system that they have for the game.
I'm just scratching into that because I have like multiple elements of magic on different people now and can play with it a bit more.
Aha. Multiple elephants.
Multiple elephants. We almost had an elephant game, but it got vetoed.
Oh, are you serious? Oh,
Yeah.
good.
But that's okay, because this one is gonna be interesting anyway in its own way. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, good to know, good to know. You know, I'm a big fan of having interesting video games on this stream. So I am just working on the last little bit, getting things captured and making sure that the game looks fine. I believe Daydream Glitterbug is almost ready to get rolling here. And I believe I need to stop messing everything up. Ah! Tristan, why? Why do I mess everything up? What's happening? Help? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I can help myself.
But say it's because you're a person capable of faults and making mistakes, and that's fine.
What? Oh, mistakes are dumb, but that's okay.
I know. That's why I chose to just stop making them.
Wow, look at Tristan over here. More perfect than everybody. Yeah, good job, Tristan.
Yeah, if you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you.
Oh my gosh, I always wanted my own bridge. Okay, the games should be up. Ah, crap. Why is my keyboard in Portuguese now? Okay.
So y'all can't see it, but in match chat, bro just asked the person doing audio, can you play some audio? And then 5 seconds later just responded or followed up with ew.
Yeah, this is not good audio. I don't like it.
I'm actually going to screenshot this. It's good.
Okay, I'm just waiting for our zombie to pull the game up, and then we can probably get started with the match. Yeah, we have... Oh my gosh. Here, let me crank these tunes up for y'all, everybody. This hurts. This is bad.
I like the music in this game. Everyone else hates it, but I actually kind of like it.
Well, everything sounds like it was recorded with a razor blade, and I don't know what that means, but like it hurts. All of the sound effects are bad. Apparently, Daydream Glitterbug is having some crashes. Oh no, our zombie! Come on, let's see if the game will work.
If we need to, I mean, if we have interest of time issues, I can start priming NPC wanted to also zombie, and if it's not working for Daydream, we could just use NPC maybe.
That may be the way to go. Oh, it's working! Yes!
Okay.
Oh no! I accidentally unplugged my headphones. I need to plug them back in before Justin yells at me. Ah! Okay, there we go. Whew! Okay, I'm checking to see if they are set. Good to go. I'll probably need to do a little... You know what? I'm here right now. Let's just recap right now. Oh my gosh, I hate this music. Absolutely not music, okay? This is a crime.
I like the stage 1 song. I believe I'm the only person on the planet who does. But the title screen song is a problem.
Everything's a problem. Okay, I'm starting the countdown. Everybody spam all of your emotes. Anything that is caveman related. Stars. Mice, I guess. I saw a mouse there. What else? Mario 2.
Monkeys, birds, stars, a bunch of stolen crap.
Stolen stuff, yeah. Okay, as soon as I see movement, I will start our timer.
So this is a pretty straightforward platformer. There's not really going to be a ton to talk about as far as mechanics go. It's just really janky, and a little mini game we can play is figure out how many stolen assets are in it.
I mean, if you call that fun. Jeez, the music. Okay, they were like, hey, I really like playing the keys on the keyboard that are literally right next to each other. They're half step apart, and that is about how you get the most dissonant sound in music.
I like this.
You like dissonance? Well, I mean,
I like this song.
I guess it's like coffee, you know, if you, oh yeah, Sentinels is a little bit stretched. Welcome to I always have to recapture anyway, so let's do that. Don't worry.
So this song gets reused in another game that this publisher and developer put out called Buzz and Wall Dog. It's also a game I've given out as a GM. It's the same song, but it's in the time signature change that comes from doing a different region, 50 to 60 hertz change. So it's like 20% faster, and I like it.
Like, I definitely recognize this music. It's not good. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, not good.
Have they fixed the lives between Wall Dog and now? Well, you have infinite lives in Buzz and Wall Dog because that was a prototype, and I believe that they just gave you infinite lives in that because it was a testing cart that got dumped somehow. You do have working lives in this. You have game over. You continue at the beginning of your current world on game over. On death, you start the stage over. So there's some penalty to game over, but it's not huge.
Okay.
You may also have limited continues. I don't remember because my experience with this has been speedrunning it.
Oh, jeez. Like, honestly, I really recognize the swinging animation when it comes to your club. Like, it feels like it's stealing certain mechanics. I mean, yeah, we've got Mario 2 assets, we've got springs from Mario 1, but the attack itself feels very familiar.
Well, the attack is like 2 frames. It's, you know.
Feels familiar.
A familiar 2 frames. Shoutouts to Toki.
Oh my gosh, it is Toki. Why? The spitting monkey.
I gave this game out, and Cadis immediately said, "Thanks for reminding me of Toki," and I believe Cadis may kill me later.
Oh, no, it's okay. Like, we never forget Toki. I almost talked about Toki during Evil Knievel. I'm not sure why that was relevant. Oh, I remember now. Yeah.
Cadis and I ended up battling in Ku5ogrande 3 in a 2-hour match of Genesis Toki on the hardest difficulty because Mikuyama is a jerk.
Actually, if Mike didn't give that out, I probably would have.
You are also sometimes a jerk, but that's okay. You're a likable jerk.
Whatever. Nobody rage quits during my games, ever.
Daydream seems to like this game. I can appreciate this. I like this game too.
So Daydream, by the way, is our zombie here. She is just playing and enjoying this game in order to make us happy. You know, there will be no points awarded to Daydream either way. We just gotta see how they're able to do. By the way, this match is a 7-point match. This will start helping see who is going to be strong in the 3rd round or who has a chance of being eliminated then.
So just to clarify, a zombie's placement does not change the point placements of the real racers at all, right? So
correct.
Even if a zombie gets first, whoever gets second will get 10 points. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure because Daydream is actually a competitor and it may be a little unfair if they had any ability to control the match.
They cannot.
Okay, good.
They're there just to put on a show, so nobody is going to be eliminated because of this match, but it will still scatter out, you know, the points so that we can see who will move on after the third round. So whoever takes third is going to have a really difficult time to get into the bracket. Not impossible, but very difficult.
As far as game mechanics go, there's really only one thing to be aware of, and that's you have two weapons. You have the club and a hammer. You get the hammer by picking up a hammer power-up, and all it does is double damage. Zoe's on the first boss, the giant elephant.
Oh, this
the
nerd.
trick here is, yeah, this nerd. The trick here is to make it ground pound and then hit it, and you know, it may eventually start sweating at you. You got to be careful about that, but you know, not a hard boss for the first one.
I love that you can sort of abuse iframes in order to stay in his sprite and deal some damage. Zoe was trying that a little bit. Didn't work out, but hey, you gotta try everything. Ooh, low health for the elephant. And there we go, he explodes! That's what happens when you kill elephants. They just blow up.
Indeed.
Yeah, kinda graphic.
So we get different music. I don't like this song.
This song's actually kinda good.
So you like this one?
Yeah, it doesn't have a half step. Oh my gosh, this is definitely better. Like, you've got bad taste, Tristan. Let me just say that. Wait,
I mean,
can you actually attack enemies while looking the other direction?
Your hurt box for your club is strange. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes to a degree.
I mean, Final Sentinel just killed the elephant facing backwards.
Yeah, you have some backswing on your weapon.
That's actually super helpful.
And well, okay, I can admit that I like a little bit of Discord and music because I listen to like German darkwave experimental stuff where they use noise and Discord a lot as instruments. So, okay, fine, I like Discord and music and weird, you know, dissonance and whatnot, but
I mean, I was gonna say, it's like the bitterness of coffee. You know, it's an acquired taste, you can get used to it, but most people are not going to love it, especially to begin with. But you can make that bitterness work in very, I would say that this game doesn't. By no means does it work for this, but, you know, it's there. So, right, we have two people who have beaten the first boss and are on the next stage. Final Sentinel and Zoe are basically tied right now.
So the match chat is, Daydream begins a side conversation with, "This game has weird hit detection." Third Tail responds with, "This game has weird," and Sentinel just says, "This game."
I mean, I don't disagree. It's
Me either.
Let me think. Tot. We've got Toto. Okay. I thought they were talking about tater tots for a second. I was very excited. But no, just Toto.
It's a thing where they spell out words with pickups in most of the open corp games. I don't know. You know, a lot of games do it. Open corpse games tend to do it a lot more than most.
I could see that. It's, you know what? Why not? Add a little bit of flavor to your games, you know? Especially when you have a fantasy setting and are stealing assets. Just put in whatever you want. Again, it's strange to me that companies actually sold these games, you know, the ones that have all of these stolen assets from all other places. But copyright law, especially in other countries, is very strange.
I actually don't know what the copyright situation in Korea was at this particular time, because this is a Korean bootleg. I'm actually curious now. This is something for me to look into later.
I'm pretty sure that, like, there was no law against using assets from outside companies, from foreign companies at that time. So honestly, this was probably 100% legit. I still feel that it's a little bit lazy on the developer's part. If you're going to sell something, it's good to, have things be original or at least licensed, I think. If it's a fan game, by all means, go ahead and borrow from various places. That's sort of what I think. That's my opinion, man. Oh, cool, kid. Thank you for the raid, and congrats again on the victory for the last game. At least it had decent music.
All right, Corndan is saying the copyright situation in Korea around the early 90s was they just did not respect foreign copyright at all. That is believable.
Then again, I wonder how much we respected foreign copyright. I don't know.
Intellectual property law is a problem, but that's a rant for another day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So one of the things that I didn't tell the racers because it's horribly grating. Oh, by the way, here's Godzilla.
Boss.
And in case you didn't know, this is a boss.
Well, I mean, I could have guessed.
One of the things I didn't tell the racers was you can accelerate that post-stage countdown for counting down your score and everything. Zoe doesn't seem to be aware of that, and that may be a good thing because the noise that plays when you do that is ear-splitting.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I hate that sound. It's not okay.
It really isn't okay. It's like the worst part of trying to speedrun this.
Like, yeah, simply put, it puts the music to shame with how bad it is.
Alright, here's the desert world.
Putting on the Ritz.
World 3.
It's almost putting on the Ritz. How long is this game?
6 or 7 worlds. I want to say 6.
When do you think they're really going to run into a wall with it?
5.
Oh, World 5?
Yeah, it gets harder as it goes. The racers are having a pretty alright time with the start, but it starts ramping up here, and then it gets pretty bad later on. Well, let me open my splits, and then I can tell.
Yes, please do. I do need to step away for just 1 minute. I will be right back. I've got confidence in you, Tristan. You can hold it together.
That is a mistake, but yeah, go do your thing. Alright, well, let me just open my splits for this here right quick and see if I can remember. Meanwhile, Sentinel is on the boss. As I said before, you can tell it's the boss because it says boss in the background. Yeah, I was right. It's 6 worlds, and I'm expecting it to get pretty mean around World 5. Yeah, this is actually the 3rd game I gave out. I really wanted to do something from Ku5ogrande, so I tried a bunch of those, but unfortunately trying to give a game out to Ku5ogrande racers means they've probably seen prior Ku5ogrande matches. So a couple of things got bounced. I had some real good stuff just below this, you know, the warning shot tier, but I'm not going to reveal what any of that was just yet because we're probably going to see it in brackets. Urban Yeti will come back one day. We can hope. I have a soft spot for Urban Yeti. I love that game so much. I have stream issues with Sentinel, but the stream looks okay. Let me just do a quick refresh on my side here. Internet. Alright, so we have Sentinel and Zoe on World 3. Third Tail is on World 2, and Daydream Glitterbug is hanging around in Zombie tier, which is fine. Wait, this is cruel? I like this game. I keep firing these picks that I think are nice, and then everyone's like, oh, you're so mean, and maybe I just don't have an idea on what's a bad game anymore.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Honestly, I think this game is playable, it's just the audio, at least up until now, is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's mostly the audio and mostly the janky hitboxes, and then later on the game gets kind of mean. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really, I can't remember what happens in the game. I do know that it gets extremely difficult. Oh, Zoe! Death by Fish.
Death by Fish is my metal band name.
It's a good name.
It's a song about mermaids and murder. We call it Mermaider.
Ooh. Mermaider. Ooh. You know what? What style is their music?
Oh, that's from Metalocalypse, so it's death metal.
Okay, I'll pass. Well, then again, like, if it's comedy stuff, I could dig that. I like laughing.
A couple of Metalocalypse fans in the chat. Awesome.
What is Metalocalypse?
Metalocalypse was a cartoon on Cartoon Network, the Adult Swim block, that was about a Swedish metal band that was really not very bright, but really good at music. Okay. And they just get into wild situations while trying to get to concerts.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, I've seen, what was it, Slipknot? Is it somewhat like that? Is it a, like, not a mockumentary, of course, but more of a comedy?
It's not a mockumentary, it's just someone decided to make a Cartoon Network Adult Swim tier cartoon about a band that is almost exactly like, but not quite Metallica.
Okay.
And it's just,
that's awesome.
It's a situational comedy cartoon about them trying to live a normal life while being a metal band.
Okay, I love that. Oh, Spinal Tap, not Slipknot. Yeah, I definitely confused that. No, I don't know. They're like the same, right? Close to the same.
No.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I appreciate the effort, though.
So what console is this on? Is this Genesis?
This is the Sega Master System.
This actually looks really good for the Master System. I mean, it's not hard to make it look good if you stole everything, but still, the frame rate is fairly consistent.
I'm gonna say it better be good for the Master System because it came out 4 years after the Genesis was released, so, you know.
Well, then why didn't they make it for the Genesis?
Because the Master System had an excessively long lifetime in markets that weren't the US and Europe, basically.
Okay.
Like, how long was the Master System a thing in Brazil? Like, 95?
I was gonna say still. To some degree, yeah, it still is something that is being developed for. But yeah, then again, you know, it's essentially the Sega, well, it's an 8-bit system, right?
Yes.
I know very little about Master System because I never like knew about the games for it. I think I didn't even know the Master System existed for multiple years.
Yeah, it was a thing that I came to be aware of when I was in high school, or early college, and I discovered Golden Axe.
Zoe!
Yeah, Zoe got fished.
That fish is evil. Absolute
Yeah,
butts.
This World 3 is where enemy placements start getting excessively rude because this game has Ninja Gaiden knockback, and by Ninja Gaiden knockback, I mean when you get hit, you gravitate toward the nearest pit.
So good. The knockback is pretty rude. I imagine that's going to increase the difficulty with some of the later stages as well. And especially if there's a lot of precision jumping with enemies, it's just going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah, and that's what you get as you move forward. Also, just a lot of enemies in places where you can't avoid them unless you know they're there ahead of time. And you only have 3 hearts, so I'm expecting a lot of death starting around here.
Yay! Death!
It took me an hour and a half to do a blind playthrough of this, so we may see completions if the racers are better than me, which is entirely possible.
You were really good though in Ku5ogrande. Like, honestly, you were one of the contenders.
My secret was I got really good when just like I played about 5 or 6 matches, and then I'm like, okay, this is about as far as I expected to get. I can get eliminated anytime now, and I'm at peace with that. And then just with Super Saiyan and get first place like 5 matches in a row. And then I would think to myself, hey, I could actually go all the way, and then the next match I would get eliminated.
Oh no.
It happened to me in Season 2 and Season 3.
I believe it. I believe it. I mean, historically, like, I never know how I'm gonna do. If I get anything that resembles a real video game, I usually do poorly. But if I get something that is bootleg jank or just really, really strange, I do just fine. That's where I shine. Games that aren't supposed to be playable.
I don't know what my strength is. I guess my strength is, like, really strange mechanics. Like movement mechanics especially. I know my weakness is beat-em-ups. I hate beat-em-ups, but, you know.
Yeah. I think that, yeah, I do well if... Especially since bootlegs, a lot of them have triangle jumps, and I've gotten those down to an art. Yeah, if it's bootleg, I'm gonna do just fine. What's my weakness? What's my weakness?
Very first match in Kuso 2 was against you, and I didn't know anything about Ku5ogrande when I entered, and I thought to myself, wait, I'm going up against the tournament organizer? They have to be really, really good. I'm gonna die.
No, you won. What did we even play?
Out to lunch.
Oh, I hate that game. I hate it so much. Okay.
We have Third Tail on the boss, I think. I'm not sure. Is this the boss?
Yeah, well, maybe. Hey, there we go, it's dead! Now, let me tell you why. I get very frustrated with collectathons. It's personally the genre of game that I hate the most. And I'm trying to think what else. With Out to Lunch as well, it's like you have permanent ice physics until you get to ice, and then you have double ice physics.
Oh. Zoe's on Mushman.
Yes, Mushman! Oh, no.
I love Mushman.
Why does it have so many eyes?
Don't mushrooms have a lot of eyes?
I mean, no, potatoes do, not mushrooms.
Oh, that's right, it was potatoes. So Mushman can only be damaged when it's jumping, really. Yeah, this is rough without the hammer because these missiles that Mushman fires, because mushrooms fire missiles, right? That's a thing they do?
Some of them do, yeah.
Yeah, mushrooms fire missiles to protect themselves from predators. Because they're not like poisonous or anything, so they can't discourage predators from eating them, so they fire missiles. Yeah, that's a Utah fact. Mushrooms protect themselves from predators by firing missiles at them.
Actually, it's usually spores that they fire. Hello, I took biology. I remember actually going to the mountain. That sounds very foreboding, but my grandpa had cows up on the mountain that he took up there so that they could just graze for months on end. And up there were some mushrooms that were huge, and if you touched them, spores just shot out all over the place, okay? Sort of like even more than the missiles here, okay? This one just fires one missile. Imagine that, but like 1 million.
See, I thought firing spores at things was a completely different instinctual onus than defense.
I'm pretty sure it was to scare things away. I mean, also, yeah, it helps spread the spores, but firing them out, like, if a deer is gonna eat you, it's like, get away, my babies! Baby, spread before I die!
Gosh, I've been doing it wrong all along.
You know, you're not living your best mushroom life, huh?
No, I did that last weekend.
Oh, okay. I'm a fun guy.
Well, unfortunately, Mushman won out with the spore defenses, so Zoe's doing the World 3 again.
Like, not too surprising. I don't really like Bootleg putting on the Ritz, but it's okay. Like, we're probably gonna see World 3 for quite a while, is what I would guess. The biggest thing is that you have to figure out how to navigate the boss in order to deal damage and not take damage. And compared to the other bosses, this one, you actually have to have a good strategy. So whoever is able to develop that strategy first is going to move into the lead. Hey, Third Tail is catching up.
Unfortunately, the strategy is mostly going to be get to the boss with the hammer and then... Well, okay. It's going to be get to the boss, figure out how it works, eventually game over because the bosses are getting rough, and then get there again with a hammer and a plan. So yes. It's a problem. But I have confidence in the racers. They're doing pretty well so far. Shoutouts to the weird palette issue fish that was on Sentinel's screen for a moment there, by the way.
Oh, I didn't see it. Dang it.
I don't know why, but it's like an auric fish glowing very, like, bright gold. I want a golden fish. That's probably worth money.
Oh, wait, never mind. I saw that one. I thought that was supposed to be like that.
I mean, it's supposed to be like that, but if it was developer intended, I don't know.
I like the Animal Crossing reference in chat. It's worth its weight in fish.
Zimbu, no. Oh, that pun. I'm in pain.
Wow. Wow. I do have to ask, though. I'm not going to repeat the pun, okay? Everybody on YouTube, you can thank me later. Was there actually a Game Gear version of this?
No, but
wow.
He's Master System code can run on Game Gears. You would have to like port it out properly, but it could run on a Game Gear. To my knowledge, though, there was not an official quote-unquote Game Gear release for this.
Yeah, I do see that there was an unlicensed release for the SMS, as we see here. It steals from Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario World. Some enemies resemble Tiki from the New Zealand story.
Oh, there's just a straight up first party converter for Master System to Game Gear. Okay. So yeah, this can be Game Gear.
Yeah, the Cave Dude was set to release, apparently by Innovation, but even though it was sent out to the press, it ended up getting canceled.
Oh, then we found the button.
Ah, I hate the button. Hey, here's the deal. Everybody, I want you all to say thank you, Brocentia, right now. Let me explain why. I made it so that there's a limiter on the video game audio.
No,
because
why would you do that?
would be a lot louder.
You can't do that. This is Ku5ogrande.
You're welcome, my children. You're welcome. Well, Tristan, here's the deal. Like, we need to be scarred, but usually, like, you don't need to stab somebody all the way through in order to give them a scar. No, light stabbing.
Yeah, if Brocentia's compressor actually worked, you all are lucky because that is extremely loud.
Oh, I've heard it. Trust me.
So this is another... SMS bootlegs have this problem. Superboy 4 had this problem when I give it out, where if multiple sounds use the same channel at the same time, they don't cancel each other out.
It still
they
hurts.
multiply their amplitudes together. And that's what happens if you accelerate the in-game or in-stage count-up screen, is all of the beeps multiply each other. Anyway, Zoe's on boss number 3 again.
Okay, yeah, Mushman. Oh my gosh. So there actually is a manual for this game that is available online. Big surprise, I can't read it.
There's probably not much to it.
I don't know, it's got page numbers. It's like 19 pages long.
Do we know someone who can read Korean that can do a dramatic reading of the story?
Oh, wait. I can do live translate. Come on, come here.
No.
Google Translate.
Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta pull up my phone and name it at the monitor now. Okay. You know what? Zoe has definitely figured out a strat that works. Not super fast, but that doesn't matter for Ku5ogrande. What you want is super consistent. Okay.
The boss health resets between deaths, so... Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate. One hit left.
Okay, how do I do this? Camera. Okay. Okay, I'm working on the translation here.
So this was eventually packed into a 4-game pack that got somewhat released in Korea. It did have like an official standalone port that made it to publishers and then never got actually released, and that's what we're playing here. But there's also a multi-pack that has this and 3 other rather similarly qualitied games in it. One of them being, like I said, Buzz and Wall Dog, that we've also seen on Ku5ogrande.
Oh yeah. So
No, one hit again!
I do have a little bit of the translation here. Precautions for use. When putting the pack in the body, turn off the power. Never disassemble. Do not give a severe shock, heat, freeze. Since the pack may be damaged, the connection part of the slot with liquor, do not touch the minute. Okay. Definitely important. Do not touch the minute. Do not wipe with solvent of benzene and new you. This product protects your health and eyesight. In order to do this, it has a built-in self-resting system for 50 minutes. This is protecting us, Tristan.
We're gonna get to see that, by the way. at the 50-minute mark, or approximately therein, the game will actually pause itself. I did not warn the racers of this.
Okay. That's amazing. I'm very excited that we're gonna see that sleep function. Okay, very tired or insufficient sleep. I hope you will play the game after taking a break. And Zoe is through.
Yes, and we have Sentinel right there, and Third Tail is on World 3 now.
Oh, nice. Oh, this music. I know this music.
This music has a really weird refrain in it.
It was stolen from something. Oh, wait. At least the background is.
Everything in this game is stolen. So yeah, the gimmick of World 4 is ice physics and snowballs.
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, Sentinel is having fun dancing with Mushman. Zoe had found a pattern. Sentinel is not aware of it quite yet, and is having a heck of a time trying to avoid him.
Wow, this sounds pretty gross. Not gonna lie.
Shoutouts to the O spelled out in stars there.
Okay, I'm getting the plot of the game. I've almost got it. Okay, we've got the plot. My name is Toto. I turned 13 after today's room. In our village, when a boy is 13 years old, an adult to be tested. What is it? It's like, I can't be a warrior. It's a test to see who you are. Or to see if you are. When you become a warrior, wear a nice stone axe like any other warrior. I can get on, go to the Tigris Plains and Mammoth Sanning. I can live. My dad's father and even his father, I passed the test once and became the best warrior to contain. Like my dad, I can pass the test at once. Will there be? He said that this year's quinceañera will also be tested. What is the courage test? Why does it say the quinceañera? This is the best translation. Okay. It is in the Dark Dungeons castle in the Dark Valley. It's lifting. Ow! Zoe, stop it. Okay, let me translate the next part. This is a good story so far. Okay.
This is amazing.
I hate this music. It's so bad. Okay, here's the rest of the story. The Valley of the Dawn is the scary dinosaur, Chendosaurus.
Daydream is not having a good time.
Oh, poor Daydream. Aw, I feel so bad. Well,
No, you don't.
Daydream's a zombie. I don't feel too bad. Okay, the Valley of the Dawn is the scary dinosaur, Chendosaurus. It's also a place to escape. It's always piled up in a mist that grew up, and it's a dark atmosphere. If you look at the castle of Dark Dragon, I'm going to make a cow.
Wait, a cow?
That's what my translation says. If I can pass this test and become a great warrior, will it come? Everyone, please send me a cheer. Toto, haunting.
No, that was a translation.
Oh yeah, well, it's pretty darn good. Oh, this other translation says, instead of, I'm going to get a cow, it says, it will be creepy. Yeah. Slightly different, slightly there.
Just a little different. It's all good.
Oh my gosh, I love crappy translations though. Like, I wish that we had more stuff in the US that was just crappy translations into other languages, you know? Just like Japan has some fantastic, terrible English on various products out there.
There used to be a thing, and I'm pretty sure it's gone now, that because Google's locked down their APIs so much, that would take a block of text in a language and translate it back and forth from that language to English until it stopped changing.
I played around with that. That one's fun. Ow. Okay, way of the game. Go through Dark Dragon's castle and be recognized as a warrior is the purpose of the game. This game is a full play Lee with 1 player. All are composed of 6 wands. Each world has
Zoe's
3.
on boss 4 right quick. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
and just made short work of it. Holy heck.
That was fast. Good job, Zoe. But this next world is supposed to be significantly harder.
Yeah, this is where things start to get a little, yeah.
There's lava in the castle. Yeah, I think this is Dark Dragon's castle, per the story that I'm seeing here. Okay, when you get the Dragon Bull at the end of stage 1, it is cleared. The boss stage is the boss, and Toto Showdown mode is cleared when is destroyed. Players are given the first 3 players. When going up a sloped place, the speed slows down. Conversely, the speed increases when going down. That was actually a good translation there. I like it.
I'm here for showdown mode.
Showdown mode! Okay, so what I see, there are different names for each of the worlds as well. The first one that Daydream Glitterbug is running through right now is Green Plain. A green plain with a name and only peace. Azazu, I think that's the bird from The Lion King. Azazu, Waterfall, and the sky you read are in the background. However, Dark Dragon's men interfere with progress. Okay, so there's Green Plain, Rock Mountain, Desert Oasis. Let me see what the other 3 are.
Yeah, so the plot of the game is Toto is trying to pass a courage test to become like a man in his culture. What stake does the Dark Dragon have in preventing this? Why does he care?
I don't, like... Okay, well, let me read about World 6, Dark Dragon's Castle. Starting from the bridge at the entrance to the castle, dark above the castle wall, guide to the dragon. Knights guarding the castle and art candles that light up the darkness of the castle interrupts Toto's path. I think it's just to be in the way.
So he's just a butt.
Yeah, he's a jerk. What a jerk.
Alright, so Sentinel is in round 2 with Mushman.
Mushman, ow! Ooh, but Sentinel has the hammer. I think this is going to go relatively quickly. Bam!
Yeah, the hammer double damage, and it makes a difference. And there we go, Mushman down.
Very nice. Okay, well, yeah, World 5, by the way, is the volcanic underground. Longing and sharp all, boiling with the light, stuck in every corner. Bats, the outlaws of the cave, fly overhead. The heat of the volcano and the fear that makes you feel cold paralyze the player's hand. You know what? I love bats, the outlaws of the cave. That's probably the best thing that you can call bats. They're fantastic.
I can appreciate this. I have a friend of mine who really likes bats, and I think she'll like that.
Okay, I have a translation for the various characters, by the way, because, yeah, you've got Toto, the hero, 13 years old. He's 134 centimeters tall. He weighs 35 kilograms. Head is 80 centimeters. Riding wheel, 75C.
134 centimeters tall is like 4 foot and an inch. If you're 4 foot and an inch at 13, I have concerns?
He had a growth spurt. Well, or he's waiting for his growth spurt. I don't know. He's young. Here's the deal. I have some full-grown adult relatives who are under 4 foot. You know, we've got some small family in my family.
It happens, yeah.
Okay, so features of Toto. Eat high power. With food poisoning, my hair almost missing. Oh no. Don't get food poisoning because you'll have, like, no hair left. Okay, there's also the enemy Monkey. I lift my arms up and helplessly. I walk on you, but sometimes be careful because it shoots guns. Okay, and then another enemy, the bird one that you see on Daydream Glitterbugs, that is Kiwi County. I want to be the date, but the wings, I'm worried about my job, stupid guy.
I want to go to Kiwi County. That sounds pretty cool.
Kiwi County? Heck yeah.
So the reason I was saying World 5 is when it starts to get rough is things like this, where you have single block platforms over lava with bats. Lava is an instant kill. Bats will send you into the lava, and single tile platforms are not very conducive to not going in the lava.
Yeah, I would probably also say that, simply put, one-tile-wide platforms, while doable in most games, bootlegs, it becomes super sketchy.
I consider the jump physics in this game to be pretty decent, but it's still rough, yeah.
Yeah, still one tile. You know, Mario, they did that for plenty of challenge. I mean, you gotta make the game more difficult when you get to the end, right? So it makes sense that World 5, the volcanic underground, is like this. Okay.
However,
yeah, go ahead.
He's progressing quite well. This is 5-3 already. We're at 45 minutes in. I would like to see the boss of 5 because it's you have to see it.
Oh, I think I remember what the boss is. I won't spoil. Not gonna spoil.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's also the elephants that you see are actually Mammoth Kid. I came out to play with my mom. Lost. Dark Dragon, came into the valley, no action. Oh, geez, it's just a kid. It's just a mammoth kid, and you kill it. That's really rude. Okay, there's also Joiner Mouse, claiming to be able to fly, mice with slightly weird hair. I always wear a shawl around my neck. Have.
Mice with slightly weird hair?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay.
I actually don't think the mouse has any hair from what I've seen. But
I mean, is it weird because it's a strange color? Because I know a mouse with slightly weird hair. If that's the case.
Heck yeah, Zandra! That's
oh,
you.
I've been beaten to the joke.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. There's also Blue Dragon, Dark Dragon, Bar O Mechanic, Dragon Zero, bullet in 3 directions towards Toto. Right.
Yeah, slightly weird but amazing hair, and I adore it.
Oh
yes.
no, I love the hair. Honestly, I want to have crazy hair sometime. Like, I had pink hair at one time in my life. I'm 34, though. Am I allowed to have weird hair?
You know what? Who cares? I just recently accepted that with everything else going on, me going shopping in a skirt isn't the end of the world for anybody. So if you want pink hair, go do pink hair.
Heck yeah. Okay, I'm working on getting a couple more translations for y'all. I'm working on this.
Like, we're basically one order of abstraction from living in Shadowrun at this point. Do whatever. You can be a dragon if you want to.
Heck yeah, everybody, we are dragons now. I'm having a really hard time getting a couple translations from this page. Oh, jeez. Okay, come on. Come on! I'm working on it, Tristan. Don't worry. You need to know about the various creatures that live in Toto's world. As it turns out, my hands are shaky right now, and that doesn't help translate. Take it!
Oh, do you need to, like, eat something?
Oh, I've got food here, don't worry. I'm just always shaky anyways, and I'm holding it at a weird angle anyway. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, this has some strong lore for a bootleg. Oh, I want to see the boss of World 5, please. I do adore and appreciate that I can say stuff like, we are practically in Shadowrun, everyone should just be a dragon, and like all of chat just agrees. I don't think there's any other channel where I can say that and just not get weird looks.
Yeah, everybody be a dragon. It's like, honestly, life is short anyway, so do what makes you happy. Have fun, you know, enjoy life.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and as long as it doesn't impede on others' rights, then I am completely for it.
Shoutouts to the bone that's been on Zoe's screen for like a minute and a half because it moves so hecking slow and never times out.
The bone! Oh my gosh. There. It's there! Oh, I love the bone! Whee!
Oh no!
Well, okay. Zoe killed the bone. Oh, and that is the
I think
level.
we get to see the boss. No, not yet. Zoe game overed.
Well, yeah. It happens. Okay. I have another enemy. It's called a crocodile. Live in gratitude. Own with proud teeth. I think, but no one. I am angry because I am not interested. Okay, there's also Jumpfish on the falls of the Rock Valley. I want to go up the waterfall. However, it is not enough. Can't go up. Oh.
I got DM'd a joke, and I got DM'd a joke because I shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway note that it made allusions to if the bone is on screen for longer than 4 hours.
Oh my gosh! Tristan!
I will take the fall because it's such a good joke. It has to be said, but the person who had it had better sense than me.
Nah, that's pretty funny. I like it. We talked about other things in chat. Look, the kids won't understand it. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, there's also yellowfish. Others in their pond. When you come in, you get angry. The Monopoly bath is strong.
Monopoly bath?
Yeah. Also, this thing that looks like an icicle, I couldn't get the translation. I think one time it said it was goddess. If Toto is under him, Toto falls overhead. Oh no, maybe it's a reverse icicle.
The icicle goddess, oh no.
Yeah. The Monopoly bath is strong. Just so you know, everybody, I want to take a Monopoly bath.
Is that a bath in Monopoly money, or like a bath that Monopoly CEOs take? Because if it's the latter, it's probably not pleasant, considering some of the other things I know people want to give, like CEOs.
Yeah.
So we game over again, and now we have Sentinel on stage 5. So, we may see something here. We've got about 8 minutes left if Sentinel can move it.
Well, we only have 8 minutes. Well, I need to give you some names then, because I just saw a crab on the third tail screen. The crab is called Participants. Even with a pleasant eye and a cry, slow but huge, shoot a gun. There's also 4 cactus. I have to roll the head of the cactus. Can be defeated. The penguin doesn't have a name. Under the influence of Dark Dragon in Antarctica after the river freezes, I bought oil. Actually, that might be oil. I bought oil. Not even on ice, it does not slip, and carries around well. And there's also the caveman that you just saw in Final Sentinels is named Mini Dodoria. Dodorian in the cave, father as son, move patiently. That's good advice. Oh, this is such a good translation. Tristan, thank you so much for putting up with me.
You know, it's it's an event, highlight of my day in most cases, when I get to just completely fail at commentating with you because we get distracted so easily.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
in season 3, in season 3, I was, or 2 even, I ended up commentating a match with you for a game I knew, and it was like, you need to keep Rosentia on track, and it's like, I'm the worst person in the world to keep someone on track. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and say that you need to keep me on track. It's not gonna happen. Because guess what? Even the boulder has a name. Actually, maybe it's a snow boulder. It's called Snowblow. Dark Dragon's men love snow. I made it, but the snowball interfere. Dang it. The skeleton is named Scone.
I'm pretty sure that's just wrong.
Old fossils are dark draped. The dash moves with magic and moves. Attack by throwing your own 2 bones. Attack! Okay, there's also Prime Bat. Bats who love to sleep. When you wake up, you attack with anger. And then finally, we've seen a few of these on both of the player screen. Final Sentinel right now. Large mouths. As a spokesperson for Dark Dragon, King's subordinate.
A spokesperson? This villain has his own PR campaign?
Well, you need to, okay? Because you're just being a jerk. That's your whole mission. Be a jerk and be in Toto's way. Toto just wants to prove... Yeah.
Zoe jumped off of a moving platform because it looked like time to jump off of it, but it wasn't, and lost the platform, and there was nothing to do but jump in the lava.
I mean, happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah, it's pretty rude.
Okay, there's also Magic Candle. It was an ordinary candle.
That's a good game.
Well, it's in a game, it's an enemy.
Oh.
It was an ordinary candle, but the Dark Dragon, so that you can move with magic. I did it. If you try to fall over the flame, attack with flame. Ooh. Okay, falling over the flame, you can then attack with the flame. Finally, we have Knights, Dark Dragon Guard. The spear of the helmet worn on the head. It opens and shoots a gun.
A helmet with a gun on it?
I don't know, it says that it shoots you with its helmet.
Yeah, the part Zoe's having trouble with is kind of rude because you have to stand on a moving platform as it hits a wall and falls down, and then jump off the platform and jump onto a platform to the right. And if you're not aware that you can jump off of a falling platform, you may just not ever be able to get past that area.
Okay, I also have the names of the various villains. The villain elephant is Jumbo. The dinosaur, Gojira. Well, obviously it has to be, right?
Oh, Zoe made it. So we get to see the boss of World 5.
Uh-oh. Ow!
So the boss of World 5, as you know, is John Arbuckle.
John Arbuckle, no! John, go away! Ah! So the Mushman is called Smoshman when I translate it. Giant Face is called Royal. Let me see what it says about this current boss. Okay, translation says John Arbuckle. Oh wait, no, even better, it says Dora. Oh my gosh, the perfect translation. Dora.
Wait, so I believe we saw 2 hits on the boss, and I think that's going to be the high water mark here for Sentinel to try to get to in the next 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, probably. Oh, Third Tail is going to be in third. Final Sentinel could potentially make it to the boss, but still, it's really tight with time. I think that Zoe is probably going to take first, Sentinel second, unless Sentinel boogies.
Yeah, so this is the start of 5-2. If we're talking speedrun, it's doable, but I don't know.
Yeah, and considering how difficult the game is, not too surprising. Not too surprising.
We got to see John Arbuckle, though, and that's all that's important.
John Arbuckle. Yeah, I honestly, it's one of the better John Arbuckles I've seen as of late. Why does everything circle around to Garfield again? We were talking about Garfield during the last match. We're talking about it now.
Have you seen Garfield without Garfield?
Yes, it's fantastic. Okay, I'm fine if this music stops one of these days.
There you go.
Ow. Okay, never mind. Music's better than the sound between stages.
I think Sentinel has tapped out due to a game over, so I think our places are rather set.
Yep, but let's keep going. I'm not letting them go until the time is up, because we got 1 minute.
Yep, so we've got Zoe in first, Sentinel in second, Third Tail in third, appropriately enough, and Daydream Glitterbug is a zombie.
Yay, zombies! Oh my gosh, this has been a fantastic match, though. Definitely a lot of difficult gameplay in this game. I would say that, in general, you know, it's an enjoyable game to play. Not great, and you have to, like, put in some earplugs occasionally, but other than that, it's kind of fun.
I like this game, and it's a 12-minute speedrun. If anyone saw this and went, hey, I kind of want to speedrun this.
Well, that's not very long at all.
No, it's not.
Everybody take a breath of fresh air because it is time. Yeah, that's right. It's time. We are done with that match. You know, yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun today. But for sure, Zoe manages to win, making it to the boss of World 5, John Arbuckle. The final Sentinel takes second. The third tail takes third. Yeah, how do you think the players did, Tristan?
Pretty well. I do believe in the last instance of having this in Ku5ogrande, we had 1 or 2 racers get to the boss of World 5. So about the same as last time, pretty well, about what I expected. It's a rude game once you get to about World 3, so very well.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think that I would have been able to make it to John Arbuckle. I mean, it's difficult, but Zoe's here. Hello, Zoe.
Hi!
Oh my gosh, congratulations on your victory today.
Thank you so much. I felt I was doing good, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be good enough, so...
Yeah, I mean, you saw John Arbuckle and nobody else did. Which, he's kind of a special-looking boss.
Like, so when I was struggling there at that last level in World 5, I was like, I really want to push to the boss so I can at least see it.
Yeah, and you got there. You got there.
I was wanting you to get to the boss so we could see it. That boss is amazing.
I would agree there. Yeah, so what are your thoughts about the game?
I actually really enjoyed it. I've been playing Llama Lana for the majority of the past 2 weeks, so any game that allows me to influence my jump after I press the jump button is gold right now.
Yeah, Llama Lana's jumps, like, you can influence it a little bit and do some cool tricks with it, but yeah, it's stiff.
The controls didn't seem awkward. Like, the game was pretty fluid. It ran smoothly, and I never felt like the Toto was doing something I didn't ask Toto to do. So that's all I can really ask for in a game that I've never played before.
Yeah, that's always a good sign that he's doing what you want. Tristan was saying that one of the better things about this game is being able to control. Like, maybe it's a little bit slippery from time to time, but by far there are bigger problems. Like, what about that sound at the end when you skip whatever you're listening to, when you skip through the noise or the score?
Oh gosh, so I didn't realize I could do it at first, and then I at one point I pressed the button and heard like that just shrill noise and went, what was that? And saw that it sped up my counter. I was like, well, I guess I have to do that now. This is awful.
It hurts so much.
Yeah, I was thankful that you hadn't realized you could do that for a while, and I pointed it out, and I think like 2 minutes later you found that.
Oh yeah, it is something special. But with that said, like, the good thing for you is that when you do it, you know the sound is going to come. It's a little bit of a surprise sometimes for us, but I still have sound balance so it doesn't destroy everybody's souls.
My game audio is really loud on my end because I just had my speakers going, and like I jumped multiple times, and eventually, like, the music itself, like when I first booted up the game, I was like, oh, this is gonna grate me for an hour, and then like 20 minutes in, I was jamming. It was some good beats.
You like the music too. See, it's not just me.
Like, it's repetitive, but it's not like bad repetitive. It's actually kind of stuck in my head.
Hates every song on the soundtrack.
The first song is a pile of butts. No, some of them are okay-ish, but okay-ish is about the best that you get with that. Well, I think that we need to move on. I believe we need to move on to the next match. Thank you so much. Is there anything that you're streaming these days that people should come check out?
if you want to see me play more Curse stuff, I'm starting to stream Llama Llama Randomizer more often, and then I'm also pretty active in the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise community, so you can usually catch me playing one of those 2 games.
Perfect. Yeah, go check out Zoe. Honestly, go check out all of the players. Again, the names that we have up on stream are the names that people go by, so make sure to check out the different Twitch channels. Thank you so much, Tristan. I really appreciate this game, and take care, both of you.
Yep, have a good one.
Bye.
I saw what's next. I'm excited, and I'm gonna go ahead and duck out. So see ya.
All right, see you later, everybody. I'm gonna work on getting some stuff set up. So please sit back and relax for the next minute. I'll be back. Look, Zoe's cute, but everybody, all of you in chat, you're all cute. All of you. Nah, you're cute, NPC. You're cute. Daydream Glitterbug, you're pretty dang cute. Radama Ford, you're probably cute. I don't know. I've never seen you before. Or have I? Hello, everybody. Welcome on back to Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Big shout out to the people who have subscribed and followed. I unfortunately don't have time to go through everybody who has, but you are much loved and appreciated. Please remember, it's because of viewers like you that we have these streams. Feel free, if you do have the resources, to sub or give some subs. If you don't, that's completely fine. Just spread the love of bad video games.